from the Asian Grand Prix International Ballet Competition. A round of applause for Ballet Baguio. Philippine National Anthem, the Cordillera Hymn, and the Baguio Hymn to be led by the St. Louis University Marching Band. Thank you very much, the St. Louis University Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Panagbenga 2022 Dance Competitions. To officially welcome all of us to today's event, please welcome Department of Tourism, Cordillera Administrative Region, Regional Director, Ms. Jovi Ganongan.
Maraming salamat. Naimbag nga bigat tayo amin. Good morning to everyone. First of all, I'd like to, of course, greet our beloved Mayor of the City of Baguio, Mayor Benjamin Magalong. We also here with us, the Chairman of the Baguio Flower Festival Foundation, Attorney Mauricio Domogan, and our City Councilors here with us, Councilor Elaine Sembrano and Councilors Lilia Farinas, and also Mr. Ike Pikpikan, one of Cordillera's cultural bearers. Magandang umaga. And we also have guests all the way from Batak, a city of Ilocos Norte. We have Miss Merlin Gorospe. So again, it's a beautiful morning here at the Melvin Jones Burnham Park as we continue our celebration of Panagbenga 2022 with the theme, Let Hope Bloom. To the visitors of Baguio, we welcome you once again in the summer capital, a UNESCO creative city, the city of pines and the city of flowers. We are happy to see our young people of Baguio ready to showcase their talents in today's competition. We extend our congratulations to the people of Baguio City, the organizers, the Baguio Flower Festival Foundation Incorporated, the men and women behind all the activities prepared for all of us for this year's Panagbenga 2022. We thank you for your untiring resolve in braving the storm brought by the pandemic and heeding the clarion call for all of us to heal as one. If there is one virtue that we are all proud, is the courage to go on despite the odds. As Nelson Mandela said, courage is not the absence of fear, but to triumph over it. The brave man is he who does not feel afraid, but he conquers that fear. This year, we are celebrating the Panagbenga Baguio Flower Festival with fresh hopes and aspirations. There is so much to celebrate about this festival, the only Philippine festival recognized by the International Festival and Events Association. Panagbenga, which literally means the season of blooming, has also been a platform over the past 28 years for showcasing our indomitable community spirit as a people. The Department of Tourism has been supporting the festival since its inception, actively promoting it as a major event in the country. Panagbenga through the years has been a source of joy for both local and visitors, enhancing community's pride and supporting local community businesses such as hotels, restaurants, vendors, and many others. The past 2 years has been very difficult for tourism in general. It has been especially difficult for tourism destinations such as Baguio City, which relies heavily on tourism. But despite the fact that the Cordillera's tourism industry was among the hardest hit in terms of livelihood, employment, and revenue, we saw the industry come together to help one another survive, collaborate toward recovery, and provide encouragement as we bravely navigate numerous uncertainties. This is the most important to us because no amount of difficulty can overcome us for as long as we remain committed to each other. Last year, even with the cancellation of the celebration of the Panagbenga Festival, the DOT car was able to stage the hotel landscaping competition, if only to remind us that the season of flowers has come on that particular period in February until March. An opportunity for all of us, for the tourism industry enterprises to enhance and beautify their surroundings with flowers and beautiful landscapes in preparation for the eventual reopening of tourism. Through our own activities and events like this, many individuals, especially flower growers and farmers, are given the opportunity to earn income even just to tide over and recover from the pandemic. By calibrating and recalibrating strategies to gradually but steadily open tourism activities in the country's summer capital, the city is doing a good job of striking a balance between saving the economy and ensuring the populace's health and safety. Indeed, true leaders emerge when they are put to the ultimate test. We are also grateful for the collaboration that resulted to the 100% vaccination of tourism workers in the city, and not only the workers, but the whole eligible population of the city of Baguio. And now, look where we are, stronger, more resilient, more forward-thinking, more caring about each other. The Department of Tourism will stand shoulder to shoulder with you in our move towards recovery and resiliency. As we move forward, we will build tourism back as a significant growth driver for our communities and our economy. May the 2022 Panagbenga Flower Festival sustain the momentum of our industry's recovery and reblossoming of tourism. May this event spark a magnitude of consolidated efforts for all of us to adapt seamlessly into the new normal, to recover fully, and to bounce back. Once again, happy Panagbenga to one and all. We continue to thank God for His guidance and protection as we continue to navigate and evolve through this pandemic. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
A round of applause, please, for R.D. Jovi Ganongan of the Department of Tourism, Cordillera Administrative Region. We now proceed to the competition proper. We have two categories today: the cultural dance category and the festival dance category. We begin with the cultural dance category. Our contestants and entries will be judged according to the following criteria: choreography, which includes creativity and artistry of movement patterns, formation, smooth transitions, and appropriateness of movement, 35%. Performance, which includes execution, mastery and coordination, synchronicity and precision, energy, projection, and musicality, 35%. Costumes and props, which includes authenticity, true representation, style, appropriate use, artistry, design, effective use, and relevance to performance and concept, 30%. We now introduce to you the members of the Board of Judges for the cultural category. Our first judge is a member of the Board of Directors of the Baguio Tourism Council, member of the Board of Trustees of the Baguio Flower Festival Foundation Incorporated, and recently appointed as a Regional Director and Department of Tourism Cordillera Administrative Region. Please welcome Ms. Jovi Ganongan. Our next judge is the Creative Director of the Workshop for Infinite Media Inc., Creative Director for Film and TV Productions of Teslar Entertainment in Nashville, Tennessee, USA, and Creative Director for the Creative Baguio City Council, Member, Board of Directors of the Baguio Tourism Council, Representative for Arts and Culture Sector, and the Festival Director of Montañosa Film Festival. A round of applause, please, for Mr. Ferdinand John Balanag. Our next judge was the advisor of the St. Louis University Cordillera Cultural Performing Groups. He was involved in research undertakings related to culture studies, history, and community development profiling. As museum curator of the SLU Museum, he was involved in the conservation, preservation, and documentation of cultural artifacts, particularly the SLU Museum collections of tangible and intangible heritage. He is presently retired from the university and is now involved as a public servant in one of the barangays in Baguio City as Kagawan. He can be remembered as one of the pioneers of the Baguio Flower Festival when in 1996, he provided the term Panagbenga to refer to the Baguio Flower Festival that we are now celebrating until today. A round of applause, please, for Mr. Ezekias Ike Pigpikan. Our technical judge is Ms. Marvic Balange from the Panagbenga Cultural Committee. Can we hear a warm round of applause, please, before we begin? Madam Marvic Makadaeg is our technical judge. She is the head of the SLU Marching Band. All the performers will be given 1 minute for entry, 4 to 7 minutes for the entire performance, and another 1 minute for exit. We have our official timers on stage and they will be closely observing the time. We begin with our first group, the Saeng Yakasay Cultural Ensemble. One of the culture-rich bio-wonderlands of the Cordilleran realms, Kalinga is known for its rich tradition that reflect the never-ending love of people for their true arts and traditions. A manifestation of how proud the people of Cordilleras about the never-shall-fade emblems of their culture that have resisted the challenges of time, including the pandemic, and shall stand strong from today and beyond. The group will perform Sugaypo. Historically, this dance is being performed by hunters as they course through the unwinding forests of the Kalinga Mountains. The Patong, a dance that celebrates large feasts, ceremonies, and social gatherings. The Banga and the Lakfa dance, which signify the strength of the Cordilleran women as they balance their lives amid hardships. The Sakipaya and the Chalisog and the chanting and the community dance. In celebration of the birth of the Panagbenga after 2 years, or that's rebirth, due to the pandemic, and to highlight the resilience of the Cordilleran culture in withstanding the adversities and challenges of the changing time. Once again, the Saeng Yakasay Cultural Ensemble will present the music and dances of the Kalinga province. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for the University of the Cordillera Saeng Yakasai Cultural Ensemble. Our next group is the Gibraltar Cultural Society. The Balasibasam, chant, sakuting, and pananyuan ethnic dances are usually performed during weddings, community festivals, and other special occasions in the mountain province. The Balasibasam is a chant debate combined with uniformed footsteps. Originally, this dance puts ladies and gentlemen together to make wise pairing among them while chanting. The chorus goes, Innas balaginas o innas balasibasam or innas. The sakuting is a dance with music produced by the rhythmic licking of the sticks. Dancers have to be in pairs and participate in clicking the sticks. It needs practice and mastery to avoid any miscoordination that might result in injury. The Pinanyuan is a courtship dance with the use of a handkerchief or scarf. Both male and female dancers do fast mincing steps as the men beat the gongs in stationary kneeling positions. The courtship dance depicts the undying love of a man to a woman, so it is appropriate during wedding celebrations. Please welcome the Gibraltar Cultural Society. The official time of Gibraltar Cultural Society is 5 minutes and 40 seconds. For UC Sayang Yakasai Cultural Ensemble, 6 minutes and 29 seconds. We move on to our third group, the Among Di Umili, with Tengao Ya Bugnas. Tengao is a practice of the mountain province that prohibit them to go out or coming in of the village, also prohibiting them to perform their daily tasks outside and any festive activities until the elders pronounce the end of Tengao on the village. The Bignas is a ritual Thanksgiving dance to thank Kabunian for the abundance of harvest, community, achievement, and festival. The Amma go to the mountain of Patpatayan, or the sacred ground. Elders announce the Tengao to the community. After the ritual and pronouncement, if the sign of Labug, or good omen of birds, is spotted, it means the community is free of community quarantine. Thanksgiving prayer of the community, an offering and festival or Bignas follows. A round of applause, please, for Amamong de Umili. The official time of Mong Diumili is 6 minutes 25 seconds. Our fourth entry is the Igorot Treasure. They will be performing Te'er, a cultural practice of the Central Mountain Province where in total lockdown in the village is implemented to protect and heal the community against the pandemic or sickness. Elders of the area put the pudong in every entrance entering the community as a symbol to show that no one is allowed to go in or out of the village. Te'er is an effective way in encouraging everyone to heal as one during crisis and especially during the pandemic. Please welcome the Igorot Treasure.
Oy na, oy na si, oy na elalay, ella, elalay. Oy na si, oy na elalay, ella, elalay. Nay kami ay dyan, ilimi ay kalalay dyan. Nay kami ay inom dyan, ilimi ay kalalay dyan. Dong ay si dong ilayin sinalidong Dong ay si dong ilayin sinalidumaan.
Lumawi! O susukap na kami! Kakailian! Pumatang kayo! Tiyer!
The official time of the Igor Treasure is 6 minutes 37 seconds. For our next group, the Agumiong Cultural Group. In the province of Kalinga, there are towering mountains, clean rivers, and hard-working people. Their main livelihood is planting, cultivating, and harvesting rice and trade their products in neighboring villages. There are also hard-working men who can be seen rip-rapping along the mountainside, and some historical part of Kalinga can be visited by tourists. In the peaceful life of the people in Kalinga, it was suddenly disturbed by the devastating pandemic. Despite this, locals are working together to raise their standard of living again. They work together as one to achieve peace and regain their livelihood with a new normal and preserve their culture. A round of applause for Agumiong Cultural Group.
Gagayan! Agwaya! ragragsak! Umali ayo!
Ladies and gentlemen, Agumiyong Cultural Group, official time 9 minutes 43 seconds. Moving on to our next group, the Buna Shi Shunto Cultural Performing Group. They will show us today how people in Kalinga province celebrate having a newborn child in their community. It is done in the province of Kalinga as a tradition to celebrate their firstborn. In our presentation, or in their presentation, they will be using different bamboo instruments such as kulitong, sugaypo, bamboo xylophone, and they will also be using flutes and gongs. They used pag rice, plastic bottles for the people planting rice, and used boxes as baskets, bilaos, and pagbayuan as props. Let's hear it for Bunak Shisuntog Cultural Performing Group.
Kakailan! Akin ito siya kumanuwawi! Uwawi! Uwawi! Abing owe lalai! Ang ganasunwi ang piwot! Weo moyak Uwawi! Uwawi! Abeng owe bubay anu samin tagibi anak yo igoy mo uwawi uwawi topay peyandan ani chat-chatung si umili lintuk sinan apu Inta ku isang bayan Uway Hesa 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 Idaway magay magamputan Ang bilogon taolosan Ragsak ipapapas Wasayas Wasayas Ang ganasonde ang topa ang gagadet tigang sa sagana ay dekat na uwayong taolosan otono mamamis adi umaliwatan ay salilumay diway
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Bunakshi Shunto Cultural Performing Group. Official time, 6 minutes, 7 seconds. And our last contender for the cultural dance category, Highland Cultural Dance Troupe Kontad. They will be performing the Tinakyad, a wedding dance of the Kankanae people of Benguet. The dancers execute the alidid or salidsid when the lead gong player pauses in his beat. This dance is similar to the Tayao but has a livelier beat and dance steps which portrays the shuffling of a rooster when it is wooing a hen. The Tayao is a popular dance among the Ibaloy tribe of Benguet. It is associated with grand feast called Kanyao during the celebration of weddings, death anniversaries, curing rituals, and other festivities. The Benjan is a circle dance of Benguet, long known as a dance to celebrate the arrival of successful headhunters. Please welcome the Highland Cultural Dance Troupe. And that was the Highland Cultural Dance Troupe Kontad. Official time, 6 minutes, 27 seconds. We have one more group for the cultural dance category, the Ayowong Nan Kangsa. They will be performing Chinayao Sleeping Beauty Mountain. Chinayao is a popular, beautiful maiden of Tanudan, Kalinga province, believed to be the mountain formed while she was watching and weeping for the return of Binsai, who was ambushed and killed. They will be presenting the richness of Kalinga, the unity of the community, and their thanksgiving. One more time, a round of applause please for Ayowong Nan Kangsa. Ladies and gentlemen, ayowong nan kangsa. Official time, 8 minutes, 31 seconds. That completes the cultural dance category contestants. Up next is the festival dance category, but before that, we would like to acknowledge, of course, the presence of Honorable Congressman Mark Go, who are here with us on stage, joining Honorable Mayor Benjamin Magalong. We also have our City Tourism Officer, Engineer Alec Mapalo. And I think we are also graced by the presence of Honorable Councilor Betty Lourdes Tabanda. Good morning. Once again, this is the Panagbenga Dance Competitions right here at the Melvin Jones Grandstand and Football Grounds. We have a very special performance today before moving on to the Festival Dance category competition. The St. Louis University Symphonic Band is Baguio City's pride for over 6 decades and is a great representation of the Louisian community. In 1953, the SLU Symphonic Band was established by the late Dean Macario G. Fronda, arranger, conductor, surrogate father of the Louisian musicians, and the composer of the Panagbenga hymn, the tribute to the Cordillerans. Because of the pandemic, the annual Flower Festival was put to a halt for almost 2 years, or for 2 years. And now we can see the beautiful colors of flowers that represent the unity of the people of Baguio and our culture as Filipinos and as Cordillerans. Presenting to you the SLU Symphonic Band, ready to showcase renewed and refreshing routines for the people of the City of Pines. The sunflower represents the color of hope that we as a people hold. The butterfly symbolizes our determination that we can soar high and overcome the hardships and challenges that the pandemic has brought us with beauty and grace. The SLU Symphonic Band dedicates this performance to you, the people of Baguio, to signify that we, together as a people, can rise and face the circumstances that will come our way. We are here to showcase to the world that we will, or that the will and courage of the Filipino people are unshakable through harmony, music, and culture. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the St. Louis University Marching Band under the baton of Maestra Marivic Balangue Macadaig and with their band major, Mr. Samuel Orgente. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Isang masigabong palakpakan for the St. Louis University Marching Band under the baton of Mrs. Marivic Balangue Macadaig and with their band major, Mr. Samuel Orgente. We now proceed to our next category for the Panagbenga Dance Competition. This is the Festival Dance category. Our Board of Judges, faculty of SLU Laboratory High School, and the bandmaster of the SLU Marching Band and member of the Panagbenga Cultural Committee. She will be our technical judge, Ms. Marivic Balangue Macadaig. Event Director of Chai and Company Events Management, Creative Arts Specialist, Dance Choreographer, Show Director and Stylist, and a member of the Panagbenga Cultural Committee. Please welcome Chai Ramos. Artistic Director and Choreographer, Ballet Baguio, Certified Progressing Ballet Technique Teacher, and also a member of the Panagbenga Cultural Committee, Mrs. Jacqueline Go Ramon. Executive Council Member of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts National Committee on Dance, Consultant for the Center for Culture and the Arts of St. Louis University, Founder, Dance Association of Baguio City, and the Chairperson of the Panagbenga Cultural Committee, Mrs. Rebecca Lim Nulud. Our contestants will be judged according to the following criteria. Performance, which includes grace or poise, 15%, and stage presence, expression, and emotion, 15%. Relevance of the message, 30%. That includes appropriateness of music and appropriateness of costumes. And 40% for difficulty of dance routine, which includes choreography or composition, build-up, and impact. The judges will focus on choreography, composition, and concept. Let us begin with the Festival Dance Competition. Our first group is the Namakpakan Street Dancers. The name Pinakan originated from the miraculous lady of Namakpakan, meaning the one who feeds. It is a commemoration of celebrating the joyous people of Luna who feeds the travelers during the Spanish era. The dance showcases the story behind the Pinakan Festival, which was first celebrated in 2018. It narrates the story of the people of Luna, La Union, whose main livelihood is fishing. It will also narrate the story how the municipality was able to recover from the pandemic. This dance also indicates that amidst the pandemic, celebration of Thanksgiving shall continue in our hearts. Please welcome the Namakpakan Street Dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Namangpakan Street Dancers. Official time, 5 minutes and 8 seconds. Our next group is the University of the Cordillera Center for Creative Productions. Flowers never cease to bloom amid the unprecedented circumstances. 2 years ago, when the pandemic has changed the rhythmical life in the city of Baguio, silence has enveloped the noise that is once reigning in the streets. The people have missed months of festive celebrations. Yet beyond the non-existence of blazing colors and the unwanted sense of abrupt stillness, the flowers, which serve as symbol of hope, have sought ways to reach the sun. From being dormant seeds, they have sprouted and grown, emerging better towards the vast space to propose a beautiful change. We have survived the challenges of the pandemic. Panagbenga, nantauli ka. Clad with colorful floral and festive ornaments, the ever-resilient and Taraki people of Baguio are here again to live and breathe a brand new appearance of life. Above all, we are here to celebrate the spirit of Binadang through the spontaneous birth of intense colors, music, arts, and dances. People of Baguio, the seeds of hope that we have planted inside our bosom's core have bloomed, and we are breathing a new air of creation. Intako, uway panagbenga, umangas tako. Hashtag breathe Baguio. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of the Cordillera Center for Creative Productions. Official time, 6 minutes, 14 seconds. And now for our third and final group for the festival dance category. Please welcome Ayowong Di Gangsa. They will be presenting the Bodong Festival. It is a unique pact that united every tribe or people in Kalinga. Kalinga's indigenous way of court solution in meeting up in one goal, which is peace and unity. The Bodong Festival is showcasing the uniqueness of cultural heritage of Kalinga, such as music, dance, and especially its identity or the products of every municipality or tribe. Please welcome the Ayowong Di Gangsa. We would also like to acknowledge the presence of Councilor Philian Wagan Allen. Good morning, ma'am.